Hi, my friends. I'm in the process of reading the book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and I'm hosting a book club. And the discussions that are going on inside this book club are really fascinating. There's only about maybe 8 or 9 of us, and it's a real great combination of different minded women, and we're all able to really resonate with what's being said. And what's interesting is that we resonate on different levels because we are all in our spiritual journey here on earth during this life experience, and we're all in different places of awakening. Some of us are just beginning to awaken, and if you're not sure what that means, as far as when I say being awakened, it's really about recognizing that we are not the culmination of our thoughts, which most of us believe that we are our whole lives. Most of us think that whatever we're thinking about, that must mean that's who we are. We are identifying ourselves with our thoughts, and we have constant thoughts. And it's really an endless chatter. It's like the voice in our mind that's constantly feeding us all of these messages. And most of us aren't even aware that that isn't really who we are. We are something separate from our thoughts. And so the conversations are based upon the takeaways from these chapters that we've been reading. And it's so interesting. It's so juicy, because those of us that are further along in our journey are able to put that practice already into our everyday lives and see how we are not being our true self and how we're allowing our ego or our analytical mind to dictate who we're being. I had actually posted on Facebook this post about how I can relate, because I can definitely know and remember times where even still today, I am in my mind when I'm speaking, and instead of just dropping into who I really am and focusing on being who I am, I'm thinking in my mind about how this person is projecting their judgment about me. So for instance, if I'm in a conversation with someone who in the past has shut me down or told me they don't agree with me or they're not interested in my thoughts, when I'm now speaking to them, and it could be even years later, I'm remembering that and I'm imagining how they're judging me. And instead of speaking in a way that I normally would speak, and in the cadence, like the relaxed fashion that I normally would speak in, I'm constantly now thinking, oh, they're judging me, I have to hurry up before they shut me down. And I wind up just saying things that I wouldn't have normally said, like said it in a way that was trying to almost defend my being judged, and it wasn't even happening. This was just all in my own mind. So how many times, really throughout our entire life, I was going to say, how many times have we done this? It's constant. That's how normally we are behaving in our own life, is we're caught up in our minds and our judgments, our own judgments of what we think something means. If you're in a conversation with someone and they're not agreeing with you, they're not nodding their heads and showing signs of agreement, and they're not smiling, they're just remaining very stoic, then most of us, or many of us, I should say, might interpret that as that they're not agreeing with me, they're judging me, they're thinking I'm out of my mind, and we might be completely wrong. They may just, that might be who they are, that they don't respond or show any signs of affirmation until it's their turn to talk. So we have no idea. They could be totally on board with what we're saying, and yet then we're reacting to our mind. And so when we become aware that our mind is not who we are, and just because we think something doesn't mean it's true, that is when we can start our journey in truly becoming who we are. So I just wanted to share that little brief message with all of you who are ready to hear it, because you really have to be in a place in your journey that you're even interested in hearing a message like this. And if you are, and it's resonating with you, I'd love to continue the conversation. Just comment below and let me know your thoughts about this, if you can resonate with it. All right, everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful day and happy Friday. Take care.